Today I will tell you about second and third step of respiration, which are exchange of gases at lung level and transport of gases. The first step of respiration was breathing, about which I have already told you. Now today I will tell you about second and third step of respiration. First I will tell you about second step of respiration, and then after I will tell you about third step of respiration. Before knowing the second step of respiration, which is exchange of gases at lung level, let's know something first which is important in the second step of respiration for understanding it. Partial pressure. What is partial pressure? The pressure exerted by individual gas in a mixture of gases is called partial pressure. Alveoli. We know alveoli is the structural and functional unit of lung. The wall of alveoli is called alveolar membrane, and this alveolar membrane is made up of single layer of simple squamous epithelial tissue. Similarly, the wall of capillary is called capillary membrane, and this capillary membrane is also made up of single layer of simple squamous epithelial tissue. Between alveolar membrane and capillary membrane, a third layer is present, which is non-cellular fibrous layer, and this non-cellular fibrous layer is named basement membrane, present between alveolar membrane and capillary membrane. These three, meaning alveolar membrane, capillary membrane and basement membrane, which is present between alveolar membrane and capillary membrane, are togetherly known as respiratory membrane or diffusion membrane, through which exchange of respiratory gases, namely oxygen and carbon dioxide, take place by the process of diffusion due to the development of partial pressure difference between oxygen and carbon dioxide across respiratory membrane. In the alveoli, the partial pressure of oxygen is 104 millimeter mercury and of carbon dioxide is 40 millimeter mercury. Similarly, on the other hand, the partial pressure of oxygen in the pulmonary capillary, also called alveolar capillary, is 40 millimeter mercury, and of carbon dioxide is 45 millimeter mercury. Due to difference in partial pressure of oxygen and carbon dioxide across the respiratory membrane, concentration gradient develops, and due to which oxygen of the alveoli comes to pulmonary capillary and carbon dioxide of the pulmonary capillary comes to alveoli through respiratory membrane by the process of diffusion. Now let's know about the third step of respiration, which is transport of respiratory gases, which are oxygen and carbon dioxide. Transport of oxygen. It has been seen that out of 100% oxygen, 97% oxygen is transported in blood by RBC from lung to different tissues in combination with hemoglobin in oxyhemoglobin form, and remaining 3% oxygen is transported in blood in dissolved state from lung to different tissues. When we are in normal condition, not doing any vigorous activities, at that time 100 ml oxygenated blood transport 5 ml oxygen from lung to different tissues, and when we comes in strenuous condition or in vigorous condition, or when we are doing exercise, at that time 100 ml oxygenated blood transport approximate 15 ml blood 15 ml oxygen from lung to different tissues. As the partial pressure of oxygen decreases at tissue level due to increased activities of skeletal muscles at the time of exercise, how it is known? It is known from the fact that in 100 ml blood 15 gram hemoglobin is present if the person is healthy. It has been seen practically that 1 gram hemoglobin carries 1.34 ml oxygen. So 15 gram hemoglobin will carry 15 gram into 1.34 ml oxygen, which is 19.4 ml, approximately 20 ml. When 100 ml blood reaches from lung to tissue, then it has been seen that at tissue level, during normal condition, the volume of blood in 100 ml, the volume of oxygen in 100 ml was 15.4 ml, but during exercise it was 4.4 ml. On the basis of this, now come on transport of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is transported from lung to different carbon dioxide is transported from different tissues to lung through blood. Out of 100% carbon dioxide transportation, about 70% carbon dioxide is transported in bicarbonate form. Five to 7% carbon dioxide is transported in dissolved state by blood plasma, and remaining 25 to 27% carbon dioxide is transported in blood by RBC in combination with hemoglobin in the form of carbaminohemoglobin. In the next lecture video, I will tell you about exchange of gases at tissue level between systemic capillary and tissue. Thanks now.